Bookwormies, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be part 2 of showing my TBR. If you guys have not seen part 1, go watch that first, then come back here, okay? So let's get started, shall we? Record. Okay, so this is where we left off, right guys? So let's quickly get this up and running. First book we have of part 2 is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. This has actually 4.08 stars. Guys, I've got to say, this red cover, pretty nice. I like it. So this is part of a series. It got, as I said before, it's 4.08 stars, many ratings, many reviews. Let's read it. A former slave fighting for justice, a reclusive warrior who no longer believes it exists, and a dark magic that will entangle their fates. Ooh, this sounds a bit romancy. I don't know, but it gives me romance stuff, especially with those red butterflies that kind of give off, red hearts. So yeah, this is a fantasy romance. Yeah, magic, nice. This was in 2020, so it's kind of new, but not too old. You know, in the middle. Next. When You Were Decent Night, a Cinderella retelling. Guys, if you don't know, I kind of like these retelling kinds of stuff, so this is really nice. This is by Brianne Wick. This is part of a series, the first book. I've not read it before. 4.23 stars. Not that many reviews or ratings, so it's not really known, but I kind of want to see. Maybe I'll like it. So, let's read it. When the clock strikes 12, the magic is just beginning. Between her cruel family, the loss of her mother, and the unexpected departure of her best friend Liam, young Evelyn was forced to endure a life full of loneliness, anxiety, and mistreatment. 7 years later, 17-year-old Evelyn discovers that one magical night can shift everything she thought she knew. Kind of sounds like it is a Cinderella retelling, and I kind of see where it comes. The one night that can change everything. So yeah, this is a fantasy Cinderella retelling, romance, young adult, fairy tale. 2021, so it is not that old, but it's not really known everywhere, and I kind of want to see. Maybe I'll find it interesting. Next up, A World So Fitly Spoken by T.A. Lawrence. So this is kind of sounds like a romancy, okay? I really love the cover, guys. I swear, almost all fantasy, well, usually fantasy, and many romances are so cute and so beautiful. Some of them are so detailed and so cute. I love it. So this is 3.72 stars. Not that many reviews or ratings, but it's so beautiful. I kind of want to. And it sounds so good. Look, one stunning bride, one wedding, one night with the king, one execution come morning, rinse and repeat. Ooh. Fantasy romance fae, magic retelling. It's nice. 2022, so not that old, but not that new either. Next up we have Nightbane by Alex Astor. I have read the first book of Lightlark, and it sounds so nice. I really like the book. It was really nice, so I kind of want to read it. Okay. It's 4.06 stars, not many. It hasn't been published yet, okay guys, but it's coming out very, very soon. It's coming out on November 7th of 2023. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that book. So excited. So excited. So we're not going to read that. Fantasy, romance, and adults. Really nice. Dystopian, kind of. I don't really see it much. But I really do like this, this idea. And I've kind of liked the first book. It was like a 4 stars for me. And I recommend you guys read it too. And you guys tell me if it's worth the hype. Next up, The Cruel Prince by Holy Black. This has blown up as well all over TikTok and all over Book Talk and all over BookTube. It has legitimately blown up everywhere. Mostly, it's known for the trope. I think it was a love triangle or enemies to lovers trope. I don't remember which one. There's some romance trope, and that's the main reason why I see that it's popping up a lot. But so many people say it's so good, and it's 4.06 stars, guys. And there's so many ratings and reviews. I don't want to read it. And it got a Goodreads Choice Award, so guys, yes, it could be good. Nominee for Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction in 2018. Sounds kind of weird. Of course I want to be like them. They're beautiful as blades forged in some divine fire. They will live forever. And Carter Neve is even more beautiful than the rest. I hate him more than all the others. I hate him so much that sometimes when I look at him, I can hardly breathe. Enemies to lover trope, I believe. Fantasy, young adult, romance, fae. Nice. 2018 published. Okay, next up. This Wolven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi. If you guys don't know, I have read Shatter Me and a second book, what is it again called? Unraveling. And I have just gotten Ignite Me in the mail. I want to read it so badly. And I am going to read it. Well, this is another series by her. I believe it's so known, but it sounds so nice. I want to read it. And it is romance. Really heavy, kind of heavy romance, but I'm going to try. 4 stars. This is given not that many reviews and ratings, but you know, it's not that well known. Goodreads Choice Award, the nominee for Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction in 2022. This kind of sounds nice. Clashing Empires, forbidden romance, and a long-forgotten queen destined to save her people. So it's inspired by Persian mythology. Nice. Fantasy, young adult, romance, mythology. Nice, I like that. 2022. Next up. When Stars Come Out by Scarlett S.T. Clare. Alright. 3.92 stars. Not that many ratings and reviews, but I've heard some people say it, and I've seen the cover they get. I like this one. I'm sorry, but I less like that one. And I just felt like, why not? Nora Silby can see the dead and turn spirits into gold coins. 2 things she would prefer to keep a secret as she tries to lead a normal life at her new school. After all, she didn't change her identity for nothing. Why did you change your identity? What's this, is it because some trouble? It sounds kind of interesting, but not interesting enough for me. Fantasy, paranormal, young adults, romance, mythology. Okay, 2018, not that new. Next up, King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett S.T. Clare. Same author as the other book, but this cover really gives me want it. 3.77 stars. Okay. Their union is his revenge. Isolde de Lara considers her wedding day her death day. To end a years-long war, she is to marry Vampire King Adrian Alexander Vasiliev and kill him. This is a fantasy, romance, vampire, paranormal, adult kind of. In 2021. Kind of sounds nice. A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, 3.99 stars, and many ratings, many reviews. Many people say that it's kind of like a Dark Academia vibes. And I kind of want to read a Dark Academia book, you know? I haven't read a single one in my life. You need to start somewhere, right? This actually has a Goodreads Choice Award for the nominee for Best Fantasy in 2020. That's in one of the Scholomance. Learning has never been this deadly. Our Deadly Education is set at Scholomance, a school for the magically gifted where failure means certain death, for real. Until one girl, Elle, begins to unlock its many secrets. Actually sounds so nice, I kind of want to read it more. Fantasy, young adult, magic, and a bit of horror. 2020, next up. Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. 3.61 stars, not that many reviews or ratings, but you know, we're used to it by now. Save the world or end it. A strange darkness is growing in the wood. Even Corian and Amaris can feel it, tucked away in her small tent at the edge of the sea. Cool. It actually got a Goodreads Choice Award. I'm nominated for Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction in 2021. The Queen's Assassin by Melissa De La Cruz. Alright, I've heard about this in some places and I kind of want to read it. Okay? 3.46 stars, not that many reviews or ratings, but you know, it's okay. Kaladin Halt is the kingdom of Renovia's deadliest weapon. No one alive can best him in brawn or brains, which is why he is the guild's most dangerous member and the queen's one and only assassin. He's also bound to the queen by an impossible vow to find the missing Dayan scrolls, the fount of all magical history and knowledge, stolen years ago by a nefarious sect called the Afrasians. Sounds really good. Fantasy, young adult, romance, magic, nice. 2020. Alright, The Chef, One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. So this is a bit of gothic horror kind of more, but it also has fantasy and romance in it, okay? 4.34 stars. Okay, Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Nice. In 2022, A Warrior's Fate by Melissa Kieran. 3.88 stars, really nice. The goddess Fate must enjoy playing with the mortals. For why else would she choose the most important night of Isla's life to place her soulmate on her path? Wow. Kind of sounds like a romancy idea. Fantasy romance, yeah. Werewolves, witches, shapeshifters, nice. 2022, so kind of new. Next, Legend of the Huntress by K. Godden. Okay, 3.6 stars, not at all that many ratings or reviews, so this isn't really known everywhere. Yeah, so Skylar Reed has been nothing more than the outcast for her 22 years and has finally grown to accept it. But when a fever hits the village of Nord Point, she's the only one who can find the courage to venture past the town's gates in hope of finding a cure. Kind of sounds nice. A fantasy, romance, paranormal, adult kind of idea. It was in 2022. Next, The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Peñaranda. So 2.58 stars, not that many reviews or ratings, but it's okay. The brightest star needs the darkest night. In a world abandoned by the Celestian Guardians and left to suffer a threatening king's reign, all Australia knows is safety and seclusion. With fragmented memories of only 5 years of her life, she's determined to discover more about her past, even if that means fleeing the cruel arms that hold her safe from the wicked vampires rumored to roam the land. Fantasy, romance, vampires, fae, adults. 2023, so this is pretty new book, so that's okay. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Okay, next. Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eriu. This, I really love the cover, guys. Gotta say that. 4.03 stars. Quite a lot of reviews and ratings, but not that much. I defy the stars. In a world where no entities exist but the stars, cruel and merciless gods that watch over the world, Ilara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy that promised she will fall for a star and it will kill them both. Ooh. So here stars are people? Or zodiac signs, like from the cover. I'm just taking this stuff. So this is a fantasy, romance, magic, stuff like that. 2022. Not that old. Wow, so that's so nice. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This has kind of blown up in some sections of people who like mystery thrillers. They talk about this and say it's a pretty good book, read it. So why not? 3.95 stars, ratings and reviews quite a lot. It actually got a Good Choice Award for the Best Young Adult Fiction in 2018. Okay. Ellingham Academy is a famous private school in Vermont for the brightest thinkers, inventors, and artists. It was founded by Albert Ellingham, an early 20th century tycoon who wanted to make a wonderful place full of riddles, twisting pathways, and gardens. A place, he said, where learning is a game. So as I said before, this is a mystery thriller, young adult, contemporary, nice. 2018, so not that old, not that young. Okay. Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I have read many of the series by Cassandra Clare, if you guys remember from the last video I said that too. And this is a kind of new series, and I kind of wanted to read it. Many people say it's amazing, so why not? And it's really new. It was October 10th, 2023. Okay. And 3.96 stars. Okay. In the vibrant city-state of Castellane, the richest of nobles and the most debauched of criminals have one thing in common: the constant search for wealth, power, and the next hedonistic thrill. So this is a fantasy, young adult, romance, pretty nice. Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. I think there was another book by Carrie Maniscalco that I also put. I'm not sure. 4.2 stars. Quite a lot of ratings and reviews. Okay. Sinner, villain, wicked. The Prince of Envy has never claimed to be a saint. But when a cryptic note arrives, signaling the beginning of a deadly game, he knows it will take more than a hint of sin to win and save his falling demon court. Riddles, hexed objects, anonymous players. Nothing will stand in his way, though none of his meticulous plans prepare him for her. The frustrating artist who ignites his skin like no other. Ooh, this kind of does sound like romance. Fantasy, romance, adult, demons, nice. Also 2023, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Sarah J. Maas has blown up like a crazy all over Book Talk with her ACOTAR series. I have read the first ACOTAR book and it was really good. But I don't know if I will continue reading the rest of the series. If I do, guys, you probably will know it. I'll maybe make a series, a video talking about like reading the rest of the ACOTAR series, maybe. So this is another series by her. This has 4.48 stars, many ratings, many reviews. And it actually got a Goodreads Choice Award for winner for Best Fantasy in 2020. Best Fantasy, but I kind of feel like it's a bit gruesome, but I'm not sure. Okay, Bryce Quinlan had the perfect life, working hard all day and partying all night until a demon murdered her closest friends. This is what I mean by gruesome, guys. Leaving her bereft, wounded, and alone. When the accused is behind bars, but the crimes start up again, Bryce finds herself at the heart of the investigation. She'll do whatever it takes to avenge their deaths. Fantasy, romance, urban fantasy, very nice. 2020. So, yeah, that sounds pretty nice, but it is a bit gruesome. The Net Circus by Erin Morgenstern. 4.02 stars, many ratings, many reviews. It kind of gives me the vibes of Caraval, and I really loved Caraval, so I kind of want to read this. This was nominated for Favorite Book of 2011 and nominated for Best Fantasy in 2011. So, the circus arrives without warning. No announcements preceded. It is simply there, when yesterday it was not. Within the black and white striped canvas tent is an utterly unique experience full of breathtaking amazement. It is called Le Cirque des Rêves, and it is only open at night. Why at night? Sounds nice. Fantasy, fiction, romance, magical realism, magic. Really nice. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. 4.37 stars, many ratings, many reviews. Okay. Human or vampire, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. Sounds romance. Fantasy, romance, vampires, paranormal, really nice. 2022. I've heard many things about this. This is kind of blown up. Not really. And I've heard about it, and it's kind of like a romance idea, but many people say that it's just kind of like on the side. But yeah. A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. 4.17 stars. Kind of a lot of reviews and ratings. Okay. She would know the world of vengeful gods and monsters, and the lengths one would go for love, and nothing would ever be the same for her again. Fantasy, romance, fae, pretty nice. 2021. Okay, fantasy is such a good. Okay, next. Daughter of the Drowned Empire by Frankie Dean Malice. 3.92 stars. Kind of a lot of ratings, but not that many reviews. Okay. Cleopatra meets Throne of Glass in the stunning debut. Okay. 19-year-old mage Lady Liriana Batavia is third in line to the seat of power in Bamaria, a position of wealth and privilege, but not safety. Bamaria falls under the rule of the Lumerian kingdom, survivors of a celestial war whose island sank in the drowning. Now all Lumerians submit to the Emperor and his strict laws about magic. He decides what magic can be practiced and what powers remain forbidden. he decides who will die for possession of forbidden magic. Kind of sad, mean. I don't like that king. Fantasy, romance, new adult, magic. 2022. But like also like it's not their fault that they get a forbidden magic. If you just teach them how to control it, you'll be fine. Like sometimes I just don't understand it. Okay, I truly have no recollection. Okay. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This kind of blown up. Not really, not that much. And a few places, tiny places, at least it's blown up for me. 3.87 stars, quite a lot of reviews and ratings, but not that much. It actually got a Goodreads Choice Award for Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction in 2020. Alright, the year is 1926, and Shanghai hums to the tune of Debauchery. Sounds nice. Fantasy, romance, historical fiction, retelling. Nice. It was in 2020. So it's like Shanghai in 1926. Kind of nice. Okay. Renegades by Marissa Mayer. 4.14 stars. Quite a lot of reviews. Quite a lot of ratings. I have heard about this in a few places. A few booktubers have talked about it and said that it's really good. It kind of gives like superhero vibes. And I kind of want something simple to sometimes just read on the go. Like I'm going somewhere. Is there. So, secret identities, extraordinary power. She wants vengeance. He wants justice. Nice. Fantasy, young adult, dystopian, romance, superheroes. So, 2017 is not that young, but it's still pretty nice. Okay. To Kill a King by Alejandra Cristo, I think. 3.75 stars. Quite a lot of ratings and reviews. It got a Goodreads Choice Award for the nominee for Best Debut Author in 2018. So like to the author, but not to the book. Okay. Princess Lyra is Syrian royalty and the most lethal of them all. With the hearts of 17 princes in her collection, she is revered across the seer until a twist of fate forces her to kill one of her own. To punish her daughter, the Sea Queen transforms Lyra into the one thing they loathe most, a human. Robbed of her song, Lyra has until the winter solstice to deliver Prince Elian's heart to the Sea Queen or remain a human forever. Fantasy, young adult, romance, retelling. So wait a second, I gotta get this straight for a second. The Sea Queen is punishing her daughter and turning her into what she loves the most, a human. I'm sorry, but what is this mother? So next up we have The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. So there's like this debate about whether Throne of Glass is the correct book to start with or this. So I'll just put both of them in. This is 4.27 stars. We don't really need to read this stuff. Okay. Next, My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and L.J. Shen. I kind of heard this is like a dark romance contemporary idea and a fantasy, so like I kind of wanted to read it. And there was some retelling, so that's nice. 3.87 stars. Quite a lot of reviews, quite a lot of ratings. Okay, my fairy tale turned into a cautionary one. Inked in tar and sealed in tears. Kind of sad. 2023. Next. Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. So 4.17 stars, quite a lot of ratings, quite a lot of reviews. Okay. The kingdom of Kandala is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between sectors have only worsened since the sickness began ravaging the land. And within the royal palace, the king holds a tenuous peace with a ruthless hand. Kind of sounds like something's going on there, something fishy. Okay, fantasy, young adult, romance, retelling. 2021. A Dawn of a Nyx by Kate Golden. 4.03 stars, quite a lot of ratings, quite a lot of reviews. Okay, captured by a king of darkness, forced to find the light within. Ooh, kind of sorry, dark romance kind of feels to me. Fantasy, romance, fae, magic, new adult, nice. 2022. Okay, Ignite Me by Tahira Murphy. So guys, if you do not know, as I said before, I have read the Shatter Me series, like the first 2 books, Shatter Me and Unravel Me, and I've loved them. I've also read the novellas that were between, and I really want to read this. This actually got a nominee for Best-Selling Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction 2014, so that's nice. 4.047 stars, so nice. These Infinite Threads by Tahira Mafi, which is the second book to this Woven Kingdom. I just put the second book in, but we don't really need to look at it. Okay, last book on my TBR, finally we're here. Maybe Meant to Be by K.L. Walther. 3.772 stars, kind of a lot of ratings, quite a lot of reviews. I read another book by K.L. Walther, which was What Happens After Midnight. I gave this like a 4 stars, well, a 3.5 I think it was, to a 4. It was really short, really easy to get through. It was kind of like a palate cleanser. You could just quickly read on. It was like a really easy romance, super easy just to get through. Okay. Everyone at the Bexley School believes that Sage Morgan and Charlie Carmichaela are meant to be, even though Charlie seemed to have a new girlfriend every month and Sage has never had a real relationship. Their friends and family all know it's a matter of time until they realize that they are actually in love. When Luke Morrissey shows up on campus, his presence immediately shakes things up. Charlie and Luke are drawn to each other the moment they meet, giving Sage the opportunity to spend time with Charlie's twin brother, Nick. But Charlie is afraid of what others will think if he accepts that he has much more than a friendship with Luke. And Sage fears that if she lets things with Nick get too serious too quickly, they won't be able to last as a couple outside of high school and miss their chance at forever. The duo will need to rely on each other and their lifelong friendship to figure out with the boys they love. To figure things out with the boys they love. Okay, romancing, adult, contemporary, LGBT, nice. And this is it, guys, for my showing my TBR. This has been one of the longest videos, and I will not be making these soon. So you guys watch it while you can. Probably the next time you see us in a year or 2, because this is one of the longest videos ever. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and please tell me down below which books you would like to see me read, which ones you think that I should not read, if you believe that it's just not for me, not it, just no, and stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!